When you've gone Sephiroth, has it been more for fun or because you feel he wins the matchup you're playing? To be honest, it's usually for fun. It's a combination of both, but it's more leaning towards fun because, like, for example, I went to a local where I played mostly Sephiroth, and it's just because I wanted to. My lineup is like Diddy Kong, Sephiroth, and Wolf. And I think if I'm not playing Diddy, in most situations, Wolf does the best. Sephiroth just does like a similar job. So technically I shouldn't have to play Sephiroth at all. But I just like playing him. And he's really good, so it's like, it's not like a issue. Have you gotten a chance to play Diddy in doubles yet? I actually have a strong hatred for doubles in Smash, so I haven't. I don't think I would hate playing Diddy Kong specifically in doubles, but I don't enter doubles at tournaments, so not sure. Which character do you think is Sephiroth's worst matchup? Ironically enough, I think it's Diddy Kong. So Diddy Kong's banana is transcendent. So essentially Diddy Kong outranges Sephiroth, along with being a small character, which obviously isn't the easiest thing in the world for Sephiroth to deal with. So it's kind of like the worst of the worst, you know what I mean? It's all the check marks. I've always thought Sephiroth's worst matchup is Sheik. I've heard that as well, but I would definitely consider Transcendent Banana versus Sephiroth's Sword and Diddy Kong having more range while being small. And Sephiroth basically, once Sephiroth reaches triple-digit %, he's dead to any whiff punish. I don't think it gets worse than that. It really doesn't get worse than that. Do you enjoy the Diddy Ditto? I actually do. Much more than any of my other characters. I don't mind doing it at all. And in fact, it's what I would do in a tournament. What game would you play if Ultimate stopped existing? I feel like maybe Street Fighter. Yeah, I think I would try to do Street Fighter or Warzone. Ooh, maybe Warzone. Maybe I'd go all out on Warzone. Warzone or Street Fighter. Are you excited for Summit? Yeah, I'm excited for anything at this point. It's been a while since, you know, I was going to a bunch of Smash tournaments, so I'll take anything. Who would you like to see at Summit? The first person that comes to mind is Jackal. We're from the same region. We hang out a bunch. Would be cool. But I'm okay with a lot of players. You know, like Aaron and Boyd and Riddles. Like, I'm not too picky. Yeah, Cola. I see someone mentioning Cola. That would be perfectly fine with me too. Thoughts on Min Min? Min Min is really, really good. I can see some hard matchups, but still like a really big threat at the moment. Have you played Unite? Yeah, B and I have had a lot of fun with that game. We haven't played it since like around Gardevoir's release. Sure, we'll play it a little bit at some time, but we had a lot of fun when we did play it. We were ragers though. We were like super competitive. I was playing a lot of Machamp. It was fun to grab people in fucking a MOBA. Who are you most looking forward to fight at Summit? I'm usually not the type of person that's like trying to play someone specific. The only times I do have that sort of mindset is if I want some sort of experience in a matchup. The first thing that comes to mind is like when I went to Momentous, I really wanted to play light because I haven't played Diddy vs Fox that much, and then it's also because Fox has done well throughout Smash against Diddy, and I was curious to see like how it felt, because I think Diddy's like specifically really explosive in Ultimate, so I was thinking maybe that could be enough to make the matchup doable in combination with some edge guarding stuff. Another reason is because I think Fox does well against pretty much every character I play against them at the moment. So having specific experience would be nice to figure out who I want to use. Because there's not a clear answer, you know what I mean? But whenever there's not a clear answer, then I just default to Diddy anyways. So either way, I would be playing Diddy Kong. But just for the sake of it, that's a matchup I'd like to play. So the thing about Pyramithra that I think makes him such a great character, you know, you can kind of compare it to something like Fox, where just by existing, they put you in like terrible situations where you have to constantly like scramble and guess because of their frame data and speed. So that's automatically like really, really good. So yeah, I think, you know, Mithra is like, you know, like borderline like game breaking. And I really like, so basically if I were playing Pyra Mithra, what I would do is I'd play mostly Mithra, and then if I have someone like in a disadvantaged state with like little resources at high percent, go for a kill with Pyra. If I have them on the ledge, go for a kill with Pyra, and then go back to Mithra. Just because Mithra is like pretty much neutral, is just like very heavily Mithra favored because of speed and frame data, and they also have a really good grab. So yeah, they're a really good character. One of the best. We were talking about this on the podcast a lot. I think she's one of those characters that if anyone can go into that like Joker Pikachu realm, they're definitely in that conversation. Do you think Pyra is bad by herself? I think what I'd rather say is Pyra is definitely not Mithra. That's all I think I have to say. If you want to play Pyra, sure. I'm sure you'll do fine, but it won't be as good as Mithra. Is there a specific reason why you play Diddy now besides you liking him? Only other reason I think I could come up with is he's really good. How often do you practice your Diddy tech, or do you just memorize it by now? I basically do like practice streams daily, and I rotate between my characters. So obviously I'm practicing all that stuff then. So I practice for like a couple hours a day. Thoughts on the buzz putting Sephiroth in top 2 in the game? Obviously it's like a little out there, but it's not like the most surprising thing in the world for me to see, because Sephiroth is very clearly a top tier character. Like, insanely obvious. Would you have picked up Diddy if you didn't have Banana? Definitely not. Is Diddy a top tier character in your eyes? I think if you're lenient with the term top tier, then yeah. I'm not, it's hard to rate him. But why not? I'm down to call him a top tier. Diddy without Banana, not a real character. He's a real character, but he's not a broken character. In some matchups, he does a perfectly reasonable job without Banana. You know, he's like he can scrap. He has great frame data. It's kind of like Fox or Mario, like discount Fox Mario. I have a feeling the last DLC character is going to become the best character in the game. What do you think, Tweek? If I had to bet, I would say 100% no. I think Joker and like Pikachu, Pyra Mithra are like very, very evil characters. Like, not okay in any way. And if they release a character that's better than all 3 of those, or even like a character that's better than Wolf, I would be I would bet a lot of money that the last character won't even be better than Wolf. Imagine if I'm wrong and this gets quoted. Hard to top Joker without completely breaking the game. Yeah, it would have to be, if they release a character better than Joker, it will have to be obvious to like the most casual of players that it's the best character. That's how broken it will have to be. Is Ultimate more or less balanced than Smash 4? It's more balanced. I don't think Ultimate is as balanced as everyone says it is. I don't want to say it's like completely unbalanced, but I don't think it's like well balanced. I think it's hard to do. I think the game only feels balanced because people let it be. Like, they don't play matchups a certain way or something. Ultimate isn't some like miraculously balanced fighting game, but it's not like, I don't think they did the worst job ever. It's not an easy thing to do with like just the way the game works, but it's not like a terrible mess. It's just not, it's not well balanced. There's a very clear difference between characters, but you know, I don't dislike it for that. I just think people have the wrong idea. If you were not a pro esport player, would you want to work in the industry still? I don't think so. I definitely prefer competing over anything else. Not to say I won't, like, if I stopped playing Smash, I think I would still be around. But if I never competed at all, I don't think I would ever get into it, if that makes sense. Like, if I retired right now, I would still, like, want to be involved in some way. But that's because I competed. Favorite Pokemon gen? Alright. It's a complicated answer. When I'm in private, I say Gen 7. When I'm comfortable around the people that I'm giving this answer to. If I'm uncomfortable saying Gen 7 to certain people, I say 5. So technically, I am. But I'm just gonna admit it. So 7 and then 5. And then my third is Gen 4. Then it gets a lot harder after that. So I'm done.